And on debate number 2, in 2018, Akbar Lone, who had taken an oath on the Indian constitution and became an MLA in J&K, made headlines when he chanted pro-Pak slogans. Today, he's one of the main challengers of the abrogation of Article 370, but his past actions continue to haunt him. Today, the top court instructed Mohd Akbar Lone, a National Conference MP, to submit an affidavit affirming his allegiance to the Indian Constitution and acknowledging Jammu and Kashmir as an integral part of the country. This comes after Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing on behalf of the centre, emphasized that Akbar Lone's position as a lawmaker means he must vehemently denounce terrorism and secessionism in Jammu and Kashmir. Supreme Court has requested that Lone submit his response tomorrow. However, it is concerning that Omar Abdullah, instead of questioning the pro-Pakistan stance of his party's leader, is questioning the timing of the centre's move in Supreme Court. Listen in.
I think it's important that you go beyond just what has happened in the Supreme Court today. Ask yourselves why something that was said in the Assembly in 2018 has become an issue in the Honorable Supreme Court in 2023. Those famous words, आप chronology समझ लीजिए. 18 में हुआ, स्पीकर बीजेपी के थे, क्या एक्शन लिया उन्होंने?
Even before Akbar Lone submits the affidavit, his son Hilal Akbar Lone, who is also a National Conference leader, has labelled Jammu and Kashmir as a disputed territory. But Omar Abdullah refuses to condemn Hilal's statement. Listen in.
It's a disputed conflict zone, disputed territory. Who has taken this dispute to the United Nations? Who has taken it to the United Nations? Who has taken it? India has taken it to the United Nations. It has not been resolved. This dispute has not been resolved so far.
I'm not answerable for Hilal Akbar Lone, nor is Hilal Akbar Lone a petitioner in this matter. He has no presence in the Supreme Court. Today it is simply about what the Honorable Supreme Court has said.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our panelists. RP Singh is national spokesperson of the BJP. Amit Raina, spokesperson of Roots in Kashmir, that was in fact the petitioner today. Also, Abid Mir Magami, youth leader of the Congress party, is with us. Irfan Hafiz Lone is lawyer of the DDC. Let me start with you first, Irfan Hafiz Lone. You know, here we have Mr. Omar Abdullah questioning the timing of why a 5-year-old matter has come up before the Supreme Court today. But the fact is, whether we like it or not, the Supreme Court has found some kind of merit in the arguments of the petitioner of the centre, and they've asked Mr. Lone to file an affidavit tomorrow in the apex court. So where is the question of questioning what is happening? The court itself has actually taken this decision. They have passed some very strong observations also.
See, first of all, let me clear. The Honorable MP Akbar Lone Saab was earlier legislator also twice. He was a minister. So once you file a nomination paper for legislature or later on take oath as a minister, you owe your allegiance to both Constitution of India and Constitution of J&K. Then once he became the a member parliament, so he has to go through this process. It's a mandatory provision that you have to take the oath. So Akbar Saab has taken oath under Indian Constitution as an MP, thereby meaning he has already, he has shown his allegiance to the Constitution of India, and that J&K is the part of Indian Constitution, because J&K Constitution also recognizes it as a part of India and the Constitution of India.
So why is he saying Pakistan Zindabad?
The respondents, that is the...
Why is he saying Pakistan Zindabad then, sir? Please explain to us.
You must remember... Yes, yes. Very pertinent question. My reply to this is that if you praise your neighbor, it doesn't amount to,
a neighbor who is killing us, a neighbor who has pledged to beat us with 1,000 cuts, who exports terror across, who has caused so much bloodshed and mayhem?
See, I reiterate, neither it amounts to supporting terrorism nor it amounts to supporting separatism.
Okay, I want to bring in Amit Raina. Amit Raina, this is not separatism. This is just good neighborly relations. Nothing wrong with praising our neighbor. This is Irfan Hafiz Lone over here. What would you like to tell him, Mr. Raina?
I would like to remind Irfan Hafiz Lone, Sayyid Ali Gilani was 4-time legislator. Signing, Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani was a 4-time MLA. He must have signed that oath. Even Sayyid Salahuddin, who today heads the United Jihad Council, contested elections in '86, and he must have also signed that form owing his allegiance to India. And both of them, we know how anti-Indians they have been, how they have played a role in killing people. And this is not the first time and only time that Akbar Lone has gone and made those statements. He has made those statements repeatedly. He said it on the floor of the House 5 times. 5 times, not even once. He said 5 times Pakistan Zindabad. Then when he goes out, he says, I will not apologize for saying Pakistan Zindabad. And let me remind you, I am a Muslim first. He hesitated to call himself an Indian. He hesitated to call himself an Indian. Then in March 2019 at Kupwara, he goes and says on record, there's a video of it saying that I will abuse anyone who says anything bad about Pakistan. And then he goes and repeats saying Pakistan Zindabad. Then he has gone again in 2019 and said that Kashmiris are being killed by government of India and state government, and Pakistan has been our biggest supporter.
Okay.
How many times can one ignore the statements of a gentleman who speaks about Pakistan and then goes to the Supreme Court of this country demanding with the writ petition, demanding to be heard about the action of an Indian parliament? This is highly condemnable, and I'm sure he's not going to file an affidavit tomorrow. You can take it in writing from me.
Okay, let me take that question across to Abid Mir Magami. Abid Mir Magami, the question that is being asked over here is this: that why is it so difficult to condemn what is a, very clearly a controversial slogan? He's a repeat offender, not once in the assembly, but many times later, even in Kupwara. In fact, he has chanted the same Pakistan Zindabad slogan. And this is a very troubling strategy of the Valley parties, because this kind of hypocritic position where they swear or take an oath of allegiance, are elected to an Indian house under the Indian constitution, and yet say Pakistan Zindabad, when Pakistan's strategy of violence and causing trouble within India is very well known. Why should it not be condemned by the likes of Mr. Umar Abdullah?
Of course, it is a controversial as well as anti-national slogan. But the question is, he raised slogan in the assembly when BJP ruled Jammu and Kashmir as well as center. Why BJP was silent for 6 years? Why BJP not filed any case in any court?
Were they silent?
Take away his crime.
Even Speaker has not filed any notice.
That does not take away the crime. BJP was ruling the state. How does that give a justification to the crime? BJP was ruling the state. Good enough.
Yeah. I want RP Singh to come in. BJP spokesperson. RP Singh. RP Singh, question coming from Mr. Magami as why was the BJP silent is the question he's asking. Would you like to respond to Mr. RP Singh?
Madhav, let's understand the basic issue. And is a test case for INDIA alliance also today. One Dayanand Stalin, and now this case. Both of them are not taking a stance which is pro-India, which is for country, which is for Indian culture and Indian ethos. Mr. Stalin also says that I give a damn, I'm stand by what I said, let's kill all Sanatis in the country. Same here.
Don't try to divert attention.
I seriously doubt that he'll going to file a...
Give me clarification.
Did I interpret anyone? I seriously doubt... Sir, please,
let him
sir,
speak, Mr. Madhav. He didn't interrupt you. Let him make his point. Yeah.
You're not RP Singh.
Are you
RP Singh?
Yeah, you asked him a question, or let him respond. Yeah, Mr. Singh.
So, it's Mr. Lone. I seriously doubt he's going to file an affidavit. He's going to withdraw the case. He's going to walk out of it. Because they have separate language in Srinagar. They speak separate language in Srinagar. They speak separate language in Jammu, and they speak separate language in Delhi. So is case Mr. Farooq Abdullah also. He talks about something else, about China or Pakistan role in Srinagar. He seeks support of Hurriyat. He seeks support of terrorists or even the secessionists in Valley. But he comes to Delhi and talks about Bharat Mata Ki Jai. That's the point. And then they can't face the audience which they have cultivated over a period in Kashmir. That's the problem.
Okay.
And then there's a reason that they can apologize. They can apologize in Delhi, but they will not do this in Srinagar. When it comes to 370, abrogation of 370, they have a different language when it comes to speaking in Srinagar, and when they come in Delhi, they speak a different language.
Okay.
Mr. Lone is here. Mr. Lone is here. Ask him.
Yeah.
What is his stand?
Okay, Mr. Lone.
No, what is his stand? Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Can he say Bharat Mata Ki Jai? I give a challenge to him.
Mr. Lone, would you like to respond to RP Singh?
Yeah. I repeat before and I repeat again. Hindustan Zindabad tha, hai aur rahega inshallah. This is answer for you.
Mr. Madhav, can I come in?
Yeah. Quickly, very quickly. 10 seconds. We're almost out of time.
BJP people have no locus standi to issue the certificates. Let us have a meaningful debate. All I'm trying to say, the Akbar Lone Sahib is a nationalist, peace-loving citizen. Right now he's ailing, and he belongs to a party, which is a grand old party of Jammu and Kashmir, which believes in the Indian constitution, which believes that within framework
and at a time when terror is on and the government of India's policy is that talks and terror can't go hand in hand, this is also a party that has advocated for talks with Pakistan. So we all know the track record. Gentlemen, completely out of time. RP Singh, Amit Raina, Abid Mir Maqami, Irfan Hafiz Lone, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening.